It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluokun.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Now Jones. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll try to run with Gibson. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They give it off here to the tight end. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
here's a 2nd and 7.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Jones. He'll take his shot for the end zone. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And look,
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Oh, he bowls over him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And now here's Here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
95 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying, all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got him in, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He's airing it out for Williams.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Gibson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got room. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm it for a loss shy of the goal line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
125 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Off play action. Jones. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Off the play fake. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
run there. Returns at 14 yards.
The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Chase Young.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he comes back with one complete.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down by Eli Apple. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right, and he finds Penny.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Jones now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Colts on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. They'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20.
Keep going, keep running,
and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 3. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities. And he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Jones. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Jones off play action. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Boom all day.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Jones.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Indy. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Squib kick picked up near the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. Big hold to the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half.